Welcome back, guys. Combo Hive Mind here with another episode of Would You Rather. Left the previous episode for you guys to answer. When you guys have an answer, we will go down that route again. We are starting a new Would You Rather. First question is, would you rather never understand the concept of time, which I still don't, never understand the concept of sex? I do. I understand the concept of sex. That's not a problem there. Time is understandable. Going back into the scientific portion of time, no, I don't understand that. Time is a fiction of man. We created time. That's it. So, time. I don't care about time. Sex is important. To me, sex is very important. Time, not important whatsoever. Nice odds. 70%. Good. Would you rather never be able to remember anyone's birthday or anniversary, or forget every historical date from the past and why it was important? How often on a daily basis do you get asked about historical dates from the past and why they were important? Never. On a daily basis, you could have a friend or a family member that has a birthday or an anniversary. Therefore, I am going to forget every historical date from the past and why it was important. Blah, 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 blah. 45, very, very close odds. Would you rather be named after a car or be named after produce, fruits, or veggies? I want to be named after a car. Now, what car? Do I get to make my own car? I don't want to be named after a Toyota. I don't want to be named after a Punto. I want to be named after a Lamborghini, of course. A Ferrari, Audi, BMW, Maserati, Bugatti. Bring it on. Be named after an apple? Well, you had Adam and Eve, which did eat the forbidden fruit, but nope, car it is for me. 80%, good odds. Before you go to bed, would you rather take 3 shots of dip, tobacco, spit? Take 3 shots of dirty... I almost gagged right there. Oh. I'm sorry. Wow. Are you kidding? 60% would take 3 shots of dirty bong water before going to bed. Well, it's not better than 3 shots of dipped. Sorry. Would you rather live in a penthouse in LA or live in a townhouse in London? London, England? No, thank you. I would prefer to live in LA, I guess. Nothing wrong with England. Excuse me. England is, the Queen. The Queen kind of rules Canada. It's all part of Canada. But LA, Los Angeles, California, it's beautiful. Never been, but I've seen a lot. So yeah, penthouse in LA, which is 62%. Would you rather teach Spanish or teach math? I'd rather teach Spanish. I really love the language. It's an extremely exotic language. I know a little bit of Spanish, not too much. I've taught myself a little bit here and there. I was born French. Horrible in math. I could do simple math on top of my head, that's about it. So I'm going for teach Spanish, which is below the odds. People would rather teach math. That sucks. Would you rather write a book or paint a picture? I'm going for paint the picture. Writing is an extremely long process. It would take years to write a book. Paint a picture could take 5 minutes. Doesn't say it has to be a pretty picture. 50-50. Beautiful. We don't see this too many often. Would you rather Super Smash Brothers or The Legend of Zelda? Never got into The Legend of Zelda. I played it way back in the day when Nintendo first came out. And I'm talking way back in the 80s. Super Smash Brothers, the Super Mario series, they will always be a classic. They will always be my choice. Super Smash Brothers is mine for 78%. Would you rather be lost in the woods at night, been there, or stuck in a haunted house at night? Never stuck. I've been in a haunted house. My house is haunted. I've been lost in the woods at night. It depends. It depends in the haunted house. What kind of spirits? So, story time with Combo. In my house, it was haunted. I never knew haunted by who, haunted by what. Obviously, it was something or someone that did not mean me anyway, or my son at the time. I did not have my daughter at the time. I still own the house, it's just in my hometown. It's not here. So, a lot of things would happen, but things would happen mostly in the middle of the night when my girlfriend at the time, which is now my daughter's mother, would spend the night at my house. There would be bangings on the walls, the doors would open and close by themselves, but whenever I was alone or with my son, not much would ever happen. My son one night did come. Well, one night my daughter's mom was watching him because I was on call. I was in the fire department, so I was at the fire hall doing my 48-hour rotation, and she was telling me that he was talking in the bathtub like he was talking to someone else. There was someone else there with him. So I kind of like strike one, I guess. One night I was sleeping alone at the house. My son went in his room around 12 o'clock, 12:30 at night. I just heard a loud bang. I turned around, my son was there. He ran into my room, pushed my door open with both hands. He closed the door behind him with both hands and jumped in bed with me. Kind of strict too. Being in the shower, well, my daughter's mom was in the shower one day, and I walked in behind her and I joined her in the shower, not closing the bathroom door. While we were both together in the shower with nobody else in the house, the bathroom door closed itself. Strike 3. I, for hours afterwards, stood in front of that door. I had the shower running and the furnace. I had it kick it on and off. It was forced air to see if the backdraft or draft would make the door close. Never did. Middle of the night and middle of November, I have a door in my living room that leads to a deck to the front yard. Never built the deck. It was a 4-foot drop to the grass, although it's the middle of winter, so there's 4 or 5 feet of snow there. That door was always locked, never been opened. The entire time I did open it a few times, but there was no reason for me to go out there because there was no deck. Well, one night, my girlfriend wakes me up. She says she's cold. She wants to cuddle because she is cold, and I'm thinking to myself, well, this is weird. Shouldn't be this cold. So I got up and I checked the furnace, and the temperature on the thermostat was super low. I think it was like 16 degrees in the house when it was like minus 20 outside, and I felt the breeze, so I went in the living room, and the door that leads to no man's land was fully open, wide open. There was about an inch of snow everywhere in my living room, and there was no tracks anywhere whatsoever in the snow. So there's nobody that ever came from inside or outside, did not enter or exit through that door. Therefore, someone that was already in the house, a spirit, had opened the door for some reason. And that's also the night that magically my furnace died on me, which cost me $4,700, I believe, to replace a brand new furnace. Not including the hydro bill that I had to get some heaters installed temporarily because this happened in the middle of winter and the furnace had to be ordered. So therefore, I have been in a haunted house at night many times. I've never been stuck in it, but I've been lost in the woods. The only thing about being lost in the woods is a lot can go wrong. There's lots and lots of bears in my area, lots of wolves, lots of moose. I would go in a haunted house, depending on the ghost. My spirit had, so that's why I am going with the idea that my spirit was most likely a female spirit, a girl spirit that was jealous that there was another woman in my bed or in my house or in my life, because to me, she had never done anything, nothing whatsoever. So I'm going for a haunted house. Long story short, haunted house. 29%. There's so many things can go wrong in the woods at night. So many things. So many things this again, but this 29%. Most of these people, I guarantee, are basing their answer on movies of haunted houses or paranormal activities that they see on haunted houses. No, that's for me. So, would you rather have a nail hammered through every joint in every of your finger? No. Or have the famous Asterian knight slowly carve into your back with a knife? I don't know what the famous Asterian knight is. Slowly carved into your back with a knife. Or have a nail hammered through every joint in each of your fingers. Fingers are extremely important. I work extremely physical work. My hands are extremely important. Having a nail hammered through every joint in each of my fingers can lead to me not being able to use my fingers anymore. This, I can survive this. 69, I like that number for different reasons. Would you rather have to sleep 3 hours every day or have to sleep 15 hours every day? I barely sleep as it is. I'm gonna go to sleep around 1 o'clock in the morning every night. I'm up at 7. I'm lucky if I get 5 hours of sleep every night. I'm going for sleep 3 hours every day. There's no way people can sleep 15 hours a day and still have a life. 3 hours a day on the winning side. Would you rather see how or what created civilization? That is good. Or see how or what ends? Oh. Now this is an interesting. How or what created civilization has been the age-old question, and I can debate this for hours and hours and hours. I love Jehovah's Witnesses when they come knocking at my door. I am not a non-believer. The idea of one man or woman up ahead in the clouds creating the heavens, and I'm not going into that. How or what created civilization? If I could come back and show people or teach people about how or what created civilization, that'd be good. How or what ends civilization? There's not too many guesses. Self-destruction or aliens? I want to see how we were created. We're bound to die at some point if the human race is bound to die. This planet is being drained. The ozone layer and everything, global warming and the ice caps and everything. It's a problem that is not being fixed anymore. There's no turning back. We were past the bingo. So I want to see how we were created. Only 46%. They would rather see how they are going to die than how they were created. That's sad. Would you rather be in a room filled with people dying or be the only person in the big empty room? How long? Am I in a room filled with people dying for an hour? For obviously not the rest of my life because they're bound to die. I would rather be the only person in a big empty room. I don't want to be in a room full of people dying. It's a lot of tears, it's a lot of sadness, it's a lot of no. 86%. Good odds. I like that. Would you rather use a Mac or only use a Windows PC? I am 100% PC. I am 100% Android. I do not go for Mac. I don't go for iPhones. I don't go for anything like that. I do not do console gaming whatsoever. Everything is done on PC. So 100% PC for me. 63%. Good odds. Would you rather have your fingers become hot dogs forever or have your tears be relatively acidic? Well, I haven't cried in a long time. The last time I cried was when my grandfather passed away, which was years ago. Therefore, this would be a very temporary solution. And as hard as it can be, sometimes you can always prevent yourself from crying, walk away from a situation or whatever else. If your fingers become hot dogs forever, you're gonna lose them. You are bound to eat them, somebody else is bound to eat them, or an animal is bound to eat them, or you cut them off or something. Going back to one of the previous questions, fingers are extremely important. I want my tears to be acid, like the aliens. So if you were a soldier, I'm gonna go with soldier. Would you rather kill one innocent person to save 1,000 people, or kill 100 enemy soldiers to save one innocent person? Wow. The needs of the few outweigh the needs of the many. Is that how that goes? If that's how that goes, killing one, as long as the people that I save are also innocent people. I don't want to have to kill one innocent person to have to save 1,000 enemy soldiers. But I have to think myself as a soldier. I did apply for the army when I was a kid. I did change my mind. I never went into that. So I can't relate to this really. I do play a lot of COD and first-person shooters. Kill 100 enemy soldiers to save one innocent person. I am a soldier. Kill one innocent person to save 1,000 people. This would be considered murder. In a sense, this is murder as well, but if we're assuming that we are at war, I will kill 100 enemy soldiers to save one innocent. Bad numbers. Wrong side. This is murder. Killing one innocent person is murder. You can be a court-martialed for that. Would you rather be unable to shower for 2 weeks but have clean clothes daily? Or be able to shower daily for 2 weeks but unable to change your clothes? I love coming out of the shower and putting on fresh, clean, crisp clothes. So, with that being said, I work extremely physical. I work in a hard, dirty, sweaty job. I need to be able to shower. I would just have to limit as to how my clothes get dirty. I need to be able to shower. Shower is extremely important to me. 45%. Losing side. Would you rather live in ancient Greece or live in ancient Rome? Either or. I would pick either or. Greece. I'm going for Greece. Rome. That's a flip a coin. I'm gonna go for Greece. I would rather live in ancient Greece than ancient Rome. 54%. Those are close numbers. Either of those answers would have been acceptable. Would you rather vacation in the Pacific or vacation in the Caribbean? I've had this one before. I answered it. I recorded it. I was doing the test recording. I did not upload it. My debate towards it is everybody wants to go vacation in the Caribbean. That's where everybody wants to go. They always go in the same place. Everybody wants to be the same. They want to go on a beach. They want to get drunk on a beach, and that is it. They don't want to explore. Not too many people in the world want to explore anyway. I would rather visit vacation in the Pacific than the Caribbean, because the Caribbean, everybody goes there. And I want to be different. I don't want to go where everybody wants to go. I'm going for Pacific, which I knew was the losing side. Would you rather eat a cup of baking soda and then do a shot of vinegar, or eat a pack of Mentos and then chug Diet Coke? I've seen what Mentos does in Coke. I'm pretty sure there's YouTube videos on Mentos and Coke in the stomach, and I'm pretty sure it does not result in anything good. With that being said, I'm pretty sure this does not end in anything good as well. I've never seen this. I've never done it. I can only assume either or will be horrible. Baking soda is a powder. You would have to gradually eat the baking soda. I will go for Mentos and Diet Coke. It doesn't say a 2 liter of Diet Coke. It could be the smallest can of Diet Coke that you can find. 84%. Good. Would you rather go toe-to-toe with Michael Myers or try to take down Freddy Krueger? Freddy Krueger is a figment of your imagination. I love Freddy Krueger. Absolutely adore those movies. Those are the classics, and I will binge watch those movies any day of the week. Michael Myers is pretty much just a murderer with a machete. I would... Michael Myers can be killed. Well, Freddy Krueger as well. Although Freddy Krueger always seems to freaking come back. Michael Myers, at the end of the day, is a human being walking around just like you and I. Freddy Krueger is, as the movies say, in your dreams, right? When you sleep is when he comes after you. I will go with Michael Myers. Freddy Krueger is just a badass. I know Jason can take him on. Would you rather have grown up without a father or have grown up without a mother? Not sure if I recorded the episode where I had that question. The question was 2 moms or 2 dads. When I was a young boy, my father left to go back to where he was from. I don't blame him for doing so. It was his choice. I grew up without a father. My mother is my idol. My mother is who raised me. She raised me along with my sister and both my brothers on her own by herself. I will grow up without a father. 73%. Mothers are everything in a person's life. Would you rather wake up in a bathtub full of ice missing a kidney? Ouch. Good night? That's a the Hangover style kind of night there. Or wake up in a public bathroom with a handful of singles and a really lazy eye. I like to party. I really like to party. Wake up in a public bathroom with a handful of singles and a really lazy eye. You had a really good night for that one. You don't remember it again. The Hangover style. I don't want to lose a kidney. I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know who the hell took it out, and I don't know where the hell it went. I want to wake up with a handful of singles and a lazy eye. 64% of people. Ironically, the rest, 34% of people, want to lose a kidney. If your parents had to give you one punishment, would you rather live without your phone or live without your computer, iPod, and clean clothes? Clean clothes are a must. They're very important. iPod, I have not. I don't have one. I don't use one. I've never had one. Never used one. My computer is my daily go-to. Live without my phone. Well, this could be debatable. I don't really text people. I text the odd people. I don't go on social media. My phone is a company phone though. I do have a lot of clients that I keep in touch with. If my parents would have, well, technically they couldn't take my phone away, but if I was a kid, my parents would either tell me live without my phone or computer, iPod, and clean clothes, I would probably give up the computer, the iPod, and the clean clothes because everybody is glued to their phone now. So I'm gonna put my mindset as a kid living with my parents, and my parents give me a punishment. I don't want to live without my phone. I put myself as a kid. In today's society, who I am today, I would have picked this. But as a kid, no way kids would give up anything for their phone. Would you rather find $5 or have your local WNBA team win the championship? I don't have a local WNBA. I don't even know what it stands for. I believe it's Women's Basketball League or something. I'm going with $5. 74%. $5 it is. $5 richer. Would you rather be muscular with a busted face or be busty with a gorgeous face? I'm a guy. I'm muscular. I have a man face. I have a beautiful, gorgeous face. But being busty, I get to have a gorgeous face, plus I get to play with my tits all day long every day. I wouldn't even want to work. I would want to be in a hurry to get home just to take my clothes off and play with my boobs. I'm going for busty. 74. Not too big. C cup. Good enough. Would you rather sleep on the floor wearing PJs but have no pillow, or sleep on the floor entirely naked but have one pillow? I'm not even going to get into it, but I sleep naked often, so I'm going for naked. 46%. I love it. Would you rather live until 80 in poverty or live until 40 in riches? Money doesn't buy happiness, though. I'm a blue collar. I'm not a white collar. I am a blue collar. Blue collar are defined in under the poverty line. In today's economy, we even though the minimum wage, I know in Canada it went up to, I believe now it's $15 an hour, which is a little bit, which is still considered in the poverty line. I'm significantly higher than that, although I'm still a blue collar. Live until 40 in riches, you only live half your life, you don't get to enjoy it, you don't get to experience as many things. And again, money does not buy you happiness. I'm going 80 with poverty. Everybody wants the money, everybody wants to be rich. I want to have a nice life. Would you rather have no hands or have a naked fat guy stalking you at all times? I need my hands. You need your hands for absolutely everything. Naked fat guy stalking you, call the cops, restraining order. Eventually he's going to jail. I'm going for the guy. 72%. I'm hoping it's for the same cause. Would you rather win the World Series or win the Super Bowl? Not a sports fan whatsoever. I couldn't care less about sports. Again, born and raised in Canada, First Nation of hockey. I played hockey, I've watched hockey. I worked at the Bell Center in Montreal when I lived there. I've seen a lot of hockey games, but by far I am not a sports fan. Therefore, I will let you guys answer this one down below in the comments section. Let me know what you think. Would you rather win the World Series or win the Super Bowl? Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell as well. I upload videos every single day. I will see you guys on the next one.